Welcome to Let's Fly VFR. Today we're going to do something different yet again. We're going to do some mountain flying in the Barren 58. And we're going somewhere totally new, so if you haven't been here before, feel free to subscribe, like and comment. But here we are in Papua New Guinea. I thought this would be a really interesting place to go flying. So we've done a little bit of ortho work. We have some zoom level 16, so just to get it all sorted out. Then we're heading from Nazab Airport and we're going to Gorka Airport, which is up at 5,282 feet above sea level, and it's about 80 odd nautical miles away, about 84. So here we are in the fantastic little Barren, and there's the path that we're planning to take today. So we've got a lot of mountains to go through, so if you want to, just go back and pause on the map and have a bit of a look. If you do choose to do that, we'll have a look at the map in a little bit, but when we do, just note some of the altitudes. You'll see squares there, which you do on normal maps, and they have numbers in them. That's the highest point in that area. So if you see an 11, it's an 11,000 feet. If you see a 13, it's a 13,000 feet, and it's not one of my best takeoffs, that's for sure. Actually, X-plane put me at the wrong end of the runway and had me with a bit of a tail and a crosswind. That's not particularly great, so gears up. This is real world weather to go with it as well, so I wasn't sure what I was going to get when I threw myself into the old Barren. Still having a lot of fun flying this around. Now I've got the navigation things all pretty much set up in that I have the direction finder and everything down there all set up, or the compass set up. So we're going to turn around and go back over our shoulder, and we're going to head, well, sort of a north-northwest and head up. But we've got some altitude because we're down pretty much at sea level, and we need to make sure we're well above all those mountains that are around. So let's be a little careful with that. So we're going to make it a relatively short flight as we get through. But one of the entertaining things with this is certainly the real-world weather, battling the clouds, and taking into consideration the mountains are pretty high around here. So again, 285 degrees is the heading that we have. It's about 84 nautical miles, and you can see the highest point we have is 11,000 feet is the highest point in that square that you saw that we're flying through. And you will find that in aeronautical maps as we head out over the mountains and over the clouds. Now, one of my biggest concerns here is when we're going to descend back down, because my calculations for descending down can be a little bit on the shaky side, is make sure we don't fly into terrain on the way down, especially if we've got to go down. So we're still a fair way, 51 nautical miles as we're cruising along in the beautiful Barren. We have the pitot heat on, that's the light there on, and my props are not synced very well at the moment. I was having a bit of a go with the trying to get the mixtures and the props and everything all sorted out, but I found my cylinder head temperatures were getting pretty much at max, so I've got to work on that a little bit better. So here we are. We've had a bit of a nice general casual flight up above the clouds, but I'm looking to get down to the airport now. Now there's a lot of not so much happening in the middle, so I didn't think you'd probably want to sit with me, but if you all want to watch the whole flight, just leave me a message down the bottom in the comments and I will upload the whole flight for you if you want to see it. It's a lot of fun. I really do like flying this Barren around, and the scenery is magnificent with all the ortho scenery there. It's very green. So here we are, 38 nautical miles, and I was thinking about starting a gentle descent. It could be a little bit early, but just got to watch those hills. I'm a bit cautious about getting stuck above them as well, but if I get down below them, there can be problems with that as well. So now I reckon we're pretty close. If down in next valley, I was thinking I'm going to find our airport. So let's head down and have a look. We've got a bit of hills, a few hills there. We got the clouds. Now we're down in the valley and having a look around, and it looks like I have mucked up. I'm a little early, and there's not an airport in sight anywhere. So looking at the map, I have a little way to go, but it must be over those hills, which means I've got to get up again. And that means heading into the clouds. And I've got to tell you, it picked up my heart rate a little bit flying through this, because we're flying in a flight sim, but I've got to tell you, if we hit the mountain with the headphones on, with the sound turned up, it's scary enough as it is. So, but we're going to try and stay alive. Now, this is a really dumb thing to do. Now, certainly just waiting to die here, because the mountains are pretty damn high here. So we've popped across. Now, having a quick look at the map, looks like I have survived that okay. You can see my track, and I'm descending down into the valley now. So we've survived, but only through good luck and not good planning, I've got to tell you. I think I need to do a few more flights around here in Papua New Guinea. It's really beautiful, and when I'm normally flying around in the maps in Oz, it's fairly dry summer brown. It's a bit yuck, really. So there's the mighty Baron zipping past. It's a great sound. So here we are, just descending in. It's a pretty short flight. You can see it must get a bit colder than I thought here, because it looks like that's either snow or mount or clouds on those hills there from the ortho. So it could just be clouds across there, because I wouldn't expect to find snow here in Papua New Guinea. So let's see how we rate the touchdown. Little touch onto the mains, onto the nose, get those brakes on, and we'll taxi in. We've made that pretty comfortably, but I've got to tell you, that period I spent in the clouds was a very nervous time. So again, if you'd like to see the whole flight, just let me know in the comments, guys, and I'll put it up for you, and you can have a watch through. I'm a bit conscious of your time. I know you guys don't watch a lot of really long videos. You know, like I'm short and sweet. So thanks for taking this quick little flight with me across. And the next one's going to be another short jaunt, and again, it's going to be 5,000 feet to about 5,000 feet. There's another airport that's probably 20 miles away I thought I might fly to and have a look. They're all 3D, which is pretty good. I was quite surprised to see it all built up. So thanks for joining me for this quick little flight. If you like what you've seen, feel free to hit that subscribe button, comment, share as much as you like. It'd be really great to have you sharing me around on Facebook and places, guys. And I will catch you back here again at Let's Fly VFR real soon. Bye bye.